Welcome back everyone to more of our gameplay series of Bus Simulator 21. And unfortunately I have not been able to make a whole lot of content over the past few days. I have not been feeling very well at all. Been under the weather for about a week or so, and fortunately I already had some recordings done that have sort of held us over until then, but the last few days, that's why you haven't seen any content here on the channel. So I'm really ready for this thing to run its course and I can get back to the normal schedule of making content. But we're going to try to find our way through today's video. Hopefully my voice will hang in there for the duration. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're headed back to the main quest line, which means we're going to connect Golden Island. And let's hop into the map for just a moment and let's take a look at what we're dealing with. Now, first and foremost, if I scroll out, you can see this is the entire area of the map that we've been dealing with up until now, but it is certainly not the full area of the map. We've got a lot of area to cover before we're done with this map. But for today's video, we're specifically interested in Gold Island. Okay, so Gold Island is a fairly short distance, but you can see we've got a little bit of a drive to get here, and then of course a drive to get back. Now my plan here is to make a very simple route on Gold Island, but we're going to have to balance this out. All right, so here's the tourist center right as you come in. I would really prefer that to be a little bit different here in the way we can do our route, but the way this thing works, I think we're going to have to go here and then just basically go in a circle and then have this be our last pickup, and then we're going to head back out into the main part of the city we've been dealing with up until now. But you can see we have 5 stops here, so we're going to have to balance this out. And what I mean by that is if we go into create a route, in the bottom left hand corner you can see we have what we'll call the green here, and then we have our purple. All of these are purple, so we're going to have a -5 by the time we're done with Gold Island. So we're going to have to find the green 5, the up arrows, in this main part of the city. So we're going to have to see how that works out. I've got a couple of ideas, but this should be very interesting, trying to balance all of this out. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll in. What I want to do is go ahead and do our part of the route in the city before we get over into Gold Island. So we may have to, it may take a few tries to get this right. So what I'm thinking is, we know we've got Jetty Drive. It is the busiest stop we have. It's a level 4 stop. I would like to use that one, but I'm thinking maybe if we go right here, then we could go into the terminal, maybe come back out here. That would give us a +3. And then maybe a 4 and a 5 coming down. That could be pretty good. Let's see if that works out. All right, so let's go 1, 2. Do I want to go here for 3 or here for 3? This is more central to the area, so I'm kind of liking the idea there. But this one, then we go from there. Okay, why don't we keep it right here? Let's go 3, and then 4, and then 5. Okay, so that will give us 5, and you can see it hits the terminal, which should be a great way for us to pick up passengers, and then it hits some of the other major stops that we have. All right, so that gets us our +5, and then I'm going to come down, and you can see it's going to be a nice straight shot, continuing on, no real corners there. So then we go 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you notice I've not done anything with peak time here. I'm not terribly worried about that. So now what we have, 10 stops, but it's a balanced route. And I think it's pretty good about picking up passengers within the city. The only thing I'm really thinking about is right here. Maybe getting rid of that one and putting this one in instead. But other than that, I really like it because again, you can see there's a nice flow to it after we get done here. Let's see, where is it going? Oh, wait. Okay, that is different. I did not see that. So if we... Wow, we're going to have to redo this a little bit. Because I just now noticed that stop 10, I had assumed that it would sort of do one of these. But it did not. So let's get rid of that. Okay, so that's unbalanced. So what if I add this one back on there? Okay. Yeah, all right, let's go ahead, and I'm just going to cancel this. Let's start fresh. Okay, this is something that I was pretty sure was going to happen anyway, but let's try this again. So let's go 1, and then head up to the transit terminal, 2, and then I'm going to go 3. You can see I was already second guessing this thing the entire time. All right, I don't like it when it sets the overlays. I'm trying to make this as smooth of a route as possible. 3, and then 4. Let's see. If I do 5 right there, that gets us the 5 we're looking for. I don't necessarily like this. I mean, but it's not going to be a whole lot different if I do it this way. We could always try this, but yeah, I think we're going to be sort of stuck either way, having to make some turns that I would just as soon not make. But for right now, we'll let it go. And then, of course, as always, I can make some adjustments once we've run the route, maybe a time or two, and see some things that we can do differently. All right, so then once we come in here, of course, this will be a straight shot. We'll simply follow the path along here. So we'll go here, there, there, there. Okay, everything is good. Now, this is the one that's out of the way. And I don't know that we're going to get this one, because I'm thinking what we might want to do is simply stop there. And we'll have to figure this one out. That is way out of the way. The way the traffic flows is just the complete opposite of what I want. So, okay. So let's go ahead and add this one back in, because I noticed it took it out, and I didn't mean for it to take that out. That is not what I want. We want it to be, yeah, we want it to be 6. Okay, so now we're not balanced. We needed that one in order to balance. So we may have to redo this one again, but this is part of the fun of the game. It's just sort of figuring out how you want to do this. So if I'm going to get rid of one, I'm thinking this may be the one I get rid of. Perhaps. And if we just decide, because again, this one's just sort of out of the way. All right, so let's do this. Let's come back out. Let's put this one in and make it, because I really... All right, so if we come in, we go here, and then we go around. All right, and then we end right here. So then we come from the visitor center and we go all the way around. It doesn't quite seem right to not drop off at the visitor center at the very beginning, but I guess we could look at it as we're picking up our passengers that want to go and see Gold Island. So we're going to take them to the different stops. And then our final stop is the tourist center, where we're going to pick up all the passengers that are done and ready to head back there. So yeah, we can frame it that way. But the best part about this is that I can make some adjustments later on, because there's some parts of this that are just bugging me a bit too much right now in how this whole thing flows, namely in how the visitor center fits into all of this. So let's go ahead and apply changes. Would you like to automatically? No, I would not. I'm going to do that manually. And there's just that part of me that keeps thinking that it's going to mess something up if I do the automatically, like it's going to take a bus off of a route that it's already on, you know, something like that. So, okay, let's go with this. It's a balanced route. If we come back over to our route, it's going to be route number 6. And by the way, you can rename these routes if you're not familiar. We can, when you go into edit, you can change the route name. So this is something that I will probably do more going forward, particularly with route number 6, with this being a route over to Gold Island. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so we're going to call this Gold Island. I haven't done it too much up until now because they've all been sort of in the same area. But for right now, as we start to branch out a little bit more, this one is a very different route than what we've been dealing with. And so route 6 is going to be Gold Island. We will do that. And if we decide to keep this route, I'll worry about the name. But for right now, I just wanted to kind of show you that, just in case that's not something you had seen up until now. All right, so let's go ahead and, okay, I believe we're going to select this one. We need to drive it, but before we can do that, we need to come back out because we are currently at the dealership. You can see the first part of our goal has been met. We created our route and deliver, pick up 15 passengers. Okay, that should not be an issue. Let's go look for the bus. All right, let's go by bus type. And again, as we click down through here, what we're looking for is the engine type. CNG. And if I come back out for just a second, you look in the top right-hand corner, CNG bus is what we're looking for. Okay, so the cost here is not going to get us there. The engine type is fuel, but if I go to bus type, there we go. From Urban Way, that is a CNG bus. Let's see, the first two are... Let's see what we get as far as the difference between these two buses. The first bus seats 24, standing positions 87. That is huge. The second one is, what about the difference in price? Okay, not a whole lot of difference in price there. $330 to $350. Maintenance is the same. Turning radius. This one is, oddly enough, this is a much bigger bus. Look at the turning radius here. 22.2 meters. Turning radius here. Half that. So, and it holds a lot more people. So this is a much better bus, I think, for us right now, specifically because of that turning radius. So let's go ahead and grab this one. And of course, it's going to ask us, you know, we want to test drive it. Yeah, we're going to test drive it. But this is the one, unless something really weird happens, this is the one I want. Okay, so let's just make sure that we've got the one that we want. Okay, everything is looking good. It's a CNG bus. Just making sure, because I am prone, particularly now since I'm not feeling all that well, to hitting the wrong button. So let's go ahead and take over the bus. Let's get in here. Oh, we got some different looking buttons to press here. This is going to look very different than what we're used to. So right now, actually, how do we... What are all these buttons for us to use? Where are the doors? All right, so let's go ahead and zoom in. All right, there we go. Door 1, 2, and 3. I actually thought that was the windshield wipers when I first saw that by looking at the icon on it. So there's bus 1, 2, and 3. There's our ramp. Okay, wipers are over here. The horn. Oh, there. Okay, here we go with the lights. Okay, the main lights are here. Okay, so we're going to turn the main lights on, but we don't want them on bright. And then, okay, all right, so we've got our passenger light. It looks like it's pointing here. We're going to turn that on. I'm not worried about the cockpit lights. All right, so I'm actually going to turn that off. And the cashier light. All right, we're not going to worry about that one. I can't even tell until I look over here. Okay, so as far as, do we need to do anything for the ignition? I know this is... Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and, do we have a... Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we got to play around with this thing a little bit. All right, so door is closed, and I assume I can just head out. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, kind of feeling claustrophobic right now. I won't lie to you. That is an interesting viewpoint we've got here. I'm going to try to get through here. And again, who designed this for buses trying to get out? My goodness, you're just asking us to hit stuff here. In fact, I'm probably about to hit some stuff. All right, do you want to buy this? Yes. Yes, I do. And this is scaring me to death because I am right on the verge of hitting everything. Oh. Yeah, this is terrible. If I'm making a dealership for buses, I'm going to make the entrance and exit extremely wide. Okay, so where are we headed? Now, let us go ahead and get out on and do some work here. All right, you can see we've got plenty here. So add a full-time bus, and let's go ahead and do bus type. No, it's just going to categorize them as small. Engine type, there we go. No, that didn't do it either. Fuel and, okay, what's happening right now? So let's just do the small. Why can I not see? Okay, so it makes me do that? Interesting. Okay, I mean, no big deal, but let's go ahead and put that one on there. You can see there is plenty of room for additional, and it's going to run from 4 in the morning all the way through midnight. Yikes. Okay, no big deal there. So what we want to do is Route 6, we want to drive it, and I'm going to hop over here. We're going to choose this bus, accept, which of course we're already in this bus. And now, do we even have a GPS? Do we even have a GPS as I zoom back out there? Okay, we do have it right up there. Yeah, okay. All right, we got it. And again, I apologize because as I sit here, this is really the first time I've attempted to do much of anything in the last week or so, and it is not going well. So we're going to try to survive today's video, but we're not going to press our luck because I've already missed out on a few things here that should have been. I'm looking at our lights right now, and I'm wondering, do I have the right light setting? All right, let's go ahead and, of course, with a CNG bus, we're not exactly going to have a lot of an engine noise to go by. All right, let's get back over here because it looks like our very first stop is coming up here pretty soon. Okay, so we'll get over here in the right lane. Green light. Okay, everything is good. All right, let's see if we can do this. All right, here we go. All right, this is no... Okay, how am I supposed to do... I guess we're just not going to be able to use the first door because, well, I can't get to it.
Oh, it's way too hot outside.
And I guess I'm just going to have to force everybody to come in through the second and third doors. All right, something's blocking the ramp, so we're going to have to immediately adjust there. Now, you saw our icon that says we're ready for an upgrade here. So sure enough, we'll make that a level 3. All right, our time, we're already a little bit behind. So let's go ahead and... So we don't have an option to open or close all of them at the same time. That is going to be a bit of a problem. We'll figure out the ramp as far as where we need to be. I've already run up on the curb there a little bit, but that is the least of our problems right now. That is not something we're going to worry about. Right now, we're just trying to survive. All right, you saw the little bit of a light flash there from, these are our buses that we're passing on the other side of the road, and I love to see passengers hopping on board. All right, so now we're just going to head through. So this is a route that's going to have a lot of downtime for us as we're working our way through. And what I mean by that is we're going to have some stops clustered pretty close together, but then we're going to spend a lot of time on connecting roads. All right, so here we want to make a left, so I'm going to try to make a wide turn here as best I can as we head into the transit station. And again, there's those huge round concrete. I cannot figure out for the life of me why you would want to put those there and aggravate your bus drivers. All right, so I'm going to try to pull up right there, and let's see what we got. All right, can I extend the ramp? No, I cannot. So let's actually zoom out a little bit. Is there anybody I can't pick up? Anybody waiting? We know we haven't picked up anybody so far that has needed the ramp, but okay, I don't see anybody on board. We're behind schedule a little bit here, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. Not too bad. So I hate that we're not using that first door, and I really don't want to use the keys on the keyboard for it. I like using the actual controls within the bus itself. I really like doing that.
Need to go there sometime in the next few days.
All right, how am I supposed to know when I can get out here? All right, what am I going to have to do here? Am I going to have to let all you guys go, or am I just going to be able to jump out here? Let's try that way. Let's just sort of jump out. Oop, accidentally hit the blinker there. I was not intending to hit that. Okay, so far so good. Few bumps in the road for sure. And my brain is for sure telling me that that we're going to have to make today's video a little bit shorter than I might otherwise prefer. But there's some more of our buses. Love seeing that. All right, here we go. We need to get over into here. So again, trying to make a wide turn, give everybody room. All right, so we want this next stop. So this bus has definitely got a little bit different feel to it, aside from the engine type. Aside from that, it's got a little different feel. All right, I'm going to try to pull up a little bit further this time because I really want to see about this ramp. Okay, so pulling up a little bit further got us the ramp. You can see we're still a little bit behind, coming up on 30 seconds behind. Let's actually go ahead and zoom out a little bit, go to third person. All right, nobody's here. So let's go back to first person. Let's bring in the ramp. And go ahead and close the doors. Thankfully, with the 3 doors, I can get by without using the first one. So that turns out good. All right, we got to let this one van by before we take off. All right, this is just a mess right here. I'm just going to try to get through here as best I can. All right, so we got a little bit of a traffic jam up here. There's a few spots in the city that I have noticed.
I just love my cat so much.
Okay, that guy loves his cat. That's great. At least that's what I think he said.
Oh, darn. I forgot to get something.
All right, so here is the part where we're just having to make some turns, and I would prefer not to have to make too many left-hand turns as we move through the city. That's just more opportunities for me to hit stuff. All right, go very slow over the speed bumps. They don't have to worry about speed too much from us because we're never going much above 30 miles an hour. All right, there we go. We let her go across. We try to get across before that last lady come through. I was really trying to beat her. We're already behind schedule here. I'm sure that older lady really appreciated that.
Since I started using the bus, I don't have to worry about parking.
All right, and turn once again. Yeah, if I were a bus driver, I would not.
This bus is so quiet. It's just
Yes, it is
perfect
very
for
quiet,
studying
actually.
in.
All right, I'm going to pull up a little bit ahead of the bus stop. Let's see if we can do that. All right, I see you standing there, but you're going to have to go somewhere else.
Look at all the garbage along the road.
Oh, seriously? We can't extend it? I thought I went far enough this time. All right, let's see if that's a problem. No, I don't see anybody. Again, we haven't picked up anybody yet that needed the ramp. And thankfully, all right, because we're going to have to figure that out. I do not like not being able to extend the ramp at these. I do not like that at all. Okay, let's go ahead and get this back going. Okay, let's close. All right, you can see, I mean, we are running behind schedule. Not terribly behind schedule, but it's usually we're a little bit ahead of schedule. Sometimes a lot ahead of schedule, quite frankly, but all right, here we go. All right, we're trying to see, is there anybody else coming across? No, I'm going to try to get across here. All right, you guys going to let me through? I hope so, because we're coming. And now we just have to hope we don't hit anything. Yep, there we go.
Why are people always trying to get onto the bus like right away? Why
So a
can't
near
they
collision,
let us off
but
first?
we did not hit anything. All right, here we go. So again, I'm going to try to pull up a little bit further and see if we can get that ramp out.
Right on time.
All right, come on. All right, bus stop is ready for an upgrade. We got the ramp out this time, so I'm just going to have to go a little bit further than I feel like I need to. Let's go ahead and upgrade this bus stop. Excellent. All right, so now this is the big bus stop for us, because this is going to be the bus stop that allows us. Let's see if we're waiting on anybody. I don't see anybody really trying to get on or off.
It's so nice to go by bus.
Okay.
Just yesterday I went by bus to have coffee with a friend.
All right, so let's go ahead and take off now. Let's get
I'm telling
everything.
you, that cake was delicious.
Get the ramp back in, let's get the
Margaret
doors
said it's all to
closed,
do
all of
with
that
getting
wonderful
the
stuff.
Right temperature for the chocolate.
So we're
But
about
I've
a
baked
minute
enough cakes in my
behind.
life to know that it's all about the freshness of the eggs. The fresher the eggs, the better the cake.
There
the
you go.
ideal cake has to be as fluffy as a cloud. Are you even listening?
Wow. This woman was really putting it on us. Like, she needed us to know about those eggs and the cake. Like, she needed that in her life. The life of a bus driver. All right, so now we're going to Gold Island, which means that we're going to be taking the right up here. Ouch, that was a little bit of a tighter corner than I expected. Okay, here we go. So our first opportunity to see Gold Island. So not only are we going to get to the visitor center, but we are going to get, oh look, I like, nice little bridge here. Okay, I like it. I'm with it so far. So you can see our speed is terrible. We don't go very fast, but we generally don't need to. Running a little bit behind schedule. Okay, we're going to get off right here. So we weren't on the connecting road very long. But now, let's see what Gold Island has for us. All right, so we're turning, oh, we're turning right here. Okay, I was assuming we were going to go a bit further around. Okay, so we're coming back. So the visitor center was there on our right. Okay, very nice. So we got fuel station up here. So there's a little bit more parking here in the area than I thought there might be. All right, let me pull up a little bit further here. See if I can get this ramp out. Okay, yep, got the ramp out this time. All right, there we go. Everybody getting on and off. Everybody's probably looking at me like, oh, so you just really don't want to meet anybody by not opening this front door. That's you're right. You're right. That's it. Okay, looks like we're good here. Let's go ahead and close those doors, get the ramp back in. And, ooh, that was a bit close, that truck coming by me there. All right, so off to the races. So let's just see what Gold Island has to offer. So I see we got some log cabins here along the side. I'm not sure what Gold Island is supposed to be. Is this like a historical area
Every
or
time someone blocks
what?
the
Oh,
door,
this
the
is some
bus driver
tight
goes
corners
over
here.
and talks to the person.
Okay, but again, some log cabins. I'm assuming more of a historical area. Definitely some nice nature. Some crazy drivers coming through here, me included. Tight corners, for sure.
I can't miss this meeting. So many years of preparation leading up to this big moment.
Lady, if you're worried about the meeting, I hope your meeting is on Gold Island. That's all I can tell you.
I visited my aunt last
All right, so now we're coming back around. So up ahead to the right would be the visitor center. So we're going to take a left. Again, a bit of an awkward journey through here.
I hope I'll be able to catch some sleep along the way.
Everything is just a bit awkward. But we're making it work. All right, ooh, look up there on the left. That's an interesting looking...
I'm still not sure if I wouldn't be faster by bike.
Interesting, okay. So we got some sculptures here, some... All right, we're going to run over this cone.
I can't wait for the weekend.
Yeah, somebody come through here that's as bad or worse a driver than me. Because I'm not sure why these cones are all knocked over, because this is one time I can say for sure I did not do that.
Do you know if it's faster to go from Greenwood to Eclipse Bay via the mountain road?
All right, coming up on our next stop. And, okay, I'm going to need y'all folks to... Ooh, that's perfectly synchronized walking. I like it.
Alfonso seems to be busy. He's not picking up his phone.
All right, here we go. Pull up a little bit farther than I might otherwise do. Sorry, folks. Oh, we're done? You're showing me done? All right, so what do we get? What kind of money we got today? 126,000. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. And I just realized something. And you folks were probably screaming at the monitor realizing it. I forgot to put our advertisement on this particular bus. So I'll have to take care of that. But Route 6, we didn't make a whole lot of money on this trip. But remember, we are nowhere near maximizing this route. We're going to need at least 2 more buses, I believe, in order to maximize this. But the other routes are looking good, making us nice money.
Daughter's always
Advertising
telling me
income,
about
bus
all
maintenance,
directions.
all of these things
I think I should give them a try.
are looking good. Wages, all of this is looking very nice. 126 grand. Let's go ahead and close that. So you notice that even though we're done, we got paid, we did not fulfill the middle icon there. The deliver, pick up 15 passengers from the Island Tourist Center. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to keep going. We still have a door open. And we still have our ramp out. So let's go ahead and head back, because we are just a couple of stops from that right now. Okay, we've got some traffic here. I'm trying to let everybody go. All right. Sorry, folks. We need to get back out.
You know,
Into the
they're
lane?
called turn signals because you use them to signal when you are about to make a turn.
That lady sounds upset. Like she is not happy with us. I mean, really, it makes you want to stop and say, lady, you are more than welcome to get out and walk. More than welcome. In fact, with the traffic ahead of us here, it might even be faster to do that. So please be my guest. Nothing worse than a rude customer. And we have some traffic. Why do we have traffic here? Because if you look at the GPS, it just shows this is part of the route. There's really no connections.
A couple of days ago, Hummingbird Bridge
Why are we
looks
all stopping
amazing
up here?
from there.
Are we just stopping at the attraction? Is that what we're doing? We're stopping to look at the purple truck. That's what it is. We're stopping to look at the purple truck. I don't know why. It's a nice truck, don't get me wrong. I'm not stopping there. There's literally no reason. All right, so there's the exit if we wanted that, but we do not. We're going to continue on. All right, so we had stop number 7. So we're headed back around again. Some of these corners are pretty tight for me. And I am just on the verge of hitting stuff. All right, there's the parkway above us as we head underneath. Okay, again, here's the off-ramp. So we're going to keep going. Anybody's trying to get off right there, y'all need to blend in. There you go. I like that car, by the way. That is a nice late 60s model. Is that like a Nova? A Chevy Nova, possibly? Either way, it's nice. Okay, stop 8. Let's try not to hit anybody. And here we go. Oh, before we get there. Got, again, the hair color, though. This is nice. I appreciate the hair color. Nice. All right, here we go. Stop number 8. All right, did I go far enough? Oh, wait, we're going backwards. Stop going backwards. Yes, I know we're too late. I got it. We're running behind, and I'm not sure why we're this far behind. It's not like we've done a whole lot that would really slow us down. It's just been pretty much normal stuff. But so be it. We got what we got, I guess, at this point.
Alfonso. Yeah, it's my hair. It's constantly growing. I need
Oh, our guy with the hair again. His hair is constantly growing. He needs a haircut. I do appreciate the commentary from these folks. Aside from the rude woman. Alright, the wipers, I don't know how to turn those on. And really don't need them right now, so it wants me to turn them on right now, though. I mean, like, it really wants me to. I'll try to do that at the next light. But really, I don't need them.
Can you believe it?
But it looks like I'm not going to be able to get this thing to leave me alone until I do it, so...
And they only started a year ago.
Okay, there we go. We can get these doors open. Alright, so windshield wipers are B. Toggle indicators, where are you? Not sure, so I'm going to hit B. And turn them on to make this thing happy. I'm sure there is somewhere around here we could fiddle around, zoom in, and all that kind of stuff to find again. There's our purple-haired lady.
Oh no, I left my ticket in my other pants.
Alright, I hear a guy back there talking about his ticket. He doesn't have a ticket. There are some things you can do in the game, catch people without a ticket. That's something that I generally like to just leave alone.
A good friend of mine, Josh Graham. Do you know him by
Oh,
chance?
hold on. Get on past if you're going.
Nice
Okay.
spot in Coyote Bush. What a weekend. We were
So yeah, I don't. Yeah, you can walk through the cabin. You can click on each of the passengers, and they will show you their ticket if they have one, and then you can catch the folks that are riding without a ticket. But for me, that's just not what I'm here for, so I generally leave that alone. But they're trying to give you some hints that you can do that from time to time. All right, so let's make this corner here. Let's see if we can do this. All right, van's going to let us go.
I tell you, they're so full of energy. Do you have children?
All right, that corner wasn't quite as sharp as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we need to go... Ooh, I hope nobody hits us. Yikes. Cutting across traffic. You gotta look.
Last time they caught me with a
All right,
ticket.
here we go.
This time I definitely got
This is
right.
where it all sets up, and I don't see anybody out here waiting to be picked up. So, do we have 15 passengers to deliver here? Because we're not going to pick up any of them. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner, we've reached the end of the route. The NPC drivers, only 78%. So, that means I'm going to need to drive this a few more times and possibly improve that efficiency some. So that's something I'll work on off camera. But for the purposes of today's video, I think we've accomplished what we needed to get accomplished as it starts to finally cloud up and actually rain a little bit. Now you notice we did not deliver or pick up 15 passengers here from Gold Island. I'm actually going to hop off here. I'm actually going to hop off and I'm going to look around Gold Island a little bit here and see what I can find. I'm going to hold down C to hop off the route so that the AI can simply continue on their way. But yeah, we didn't quite finish that one up, so it looks like I'll have to finish that up, and we'll see what the game has in store for us next. But I'm glad that we're finally, as we hop back into the map, I'm glad we're finally starting to branch out a little bit. So my next goal will be to add some more buses to this route. Because again, if we come into route number 6, we're only at 2 of 5 on the demand. And we've got a little bit of peak demand here. So I'm going to put probably at least one more bus on here. Improve our payday, that kind of thing. But I'll work on that. And when we come back next time, I'll let you guys know what I found. But for today, thank you guys so much for joining me. And stick around for more Bus Simulator 21.